Alright, so what's the next piece that I need? I need AI death and I need AI health. Do I need AI team? I think I do. Can't remember. Need AI animate at some point, but I kind of don't want to set up flanking. As I said, I'm trying to do bare minimum here. Actually, let me check. Am I... Alright, seems my audio is working now. I'm still pretty new to this whole streaming thing. I'm enjoying doing it, but there's a lot of factors that you need to keep in mind. I'm a lot better at programming. Continuing with my programming endeavors, antics, I'm trying to get a very bare bones version of my AI system up and running. I am muted. Thought I heard something. Hey, it's my dog. You want to be on stream? Hey, sweetie. Here you go. Have a look. What are we up to? Nice. I'm making a bare bones version for my AI. I'm having some AI problems where their animations are sliding. It's thinking it's in a different state when performing, their slide. They're moving, but they think they're still shooting. I can't put my finger on where it's going wrong exactly, so I'm trying to strip down all the shit I don't need from my AI and see if it still happens, and then I'm going to be putting more and more scripts onto this. Like I said earlier, it's quite a big system that I've made here. It's got all these, you can have them flanking, they've got dynamic cover, yeah, all those kinds of things. They need a move and all that kind of thing, so that starts adding up to its complexity, where it's sometimes just a good thing to go back to the base and see if it still occurs in there. So I'm gonna, and as I said earlier, with my mic muted, the old setup that I've done was basically just a rough test where I've attached every single script onto this giant game object that it turned out to be. What I'm currently trying to do is gonna separate out all the bits into little categories that they belong to. And that's what I'm doing in this setup. So got all these separated scripts. And there you go. I need move nav mesh, paste component. Does it? No. Huh. Okay. It actually attached a nav mesh agent and a nav mesh obstacle, which I had added here as a requirement. Nav mesh agent and obstacle. That's not good. I basically kind of don't want that to be attached to this. How am I going to solve that? Let's actually look into the code. Agent nav mesh agent, which I think required components. Do I want to remove that? No, I don't. But AI. What's AI agent? This AI agent, I think, was move. I think actually that was part of base behavior. Yeah, there you go. AI agent. So that returns AI base. Yep. And that returned oh damn it. So much scripts. AI move. Nav mesh, yep. AI agent. Nav mesh agent. Huh. Let's see. Where does it get that from? Like I said, it's been a while. Go to declaration, nav mesh agent. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's in base behavior. Nav mesh agent get instance.nav mesh agent. Instance is instance the get component in parent or in its children. Jesus. Oh, .nav mesh agent, which I think is here. Yeah, there we go. And it finds it on base, so that means it needs to be on the top level. Therefore, I can remove this. Here we go. Because it would actually return it from base, which is here, and then it gets these components. So in movement, I don't need these, so I can safely remove them. Yay! Here you go. So currently I've got a controller, a virtual controller, got health set up. Don't have a ragdoll yet, but I'll get to that at a later point. Have its movement set up. Obviously I need to hook that up. Do I need idle? No. Do I need team? What does my AI team do? AI team. Oh, that sets its faction. Behavior, team, and combat, threat. That would all need to be part of the same thing. So I'm going to call this behavior. So I need to start off with threat, copy component. Yep. So that's just all its basic settings. Next up, I would need to add that into threat. Has about threat. Needs some combat logic, so I'm going to copy that into behavior as well. Base component is new. Cover and flanking. I actually don't want either of those. Don't want it to do cover, I don't want it to do flanking. Yeah. Simply because I want to keep it as clean, as tight as possible. If I do want those, I would actually want to make them as sub-behaviors of this. Yeah. Of combat. Don't want area. I guess he needs a weapon, but actually, yeah. Oh, and lastly, it needs a team setup to know what faction he belongs to, so that you can have unlimited amounts of people fighting each other without hard-coded values in there, A or B. I think that's it though. I'm going to move this down. Team. Just to make it a bit more tidy. There you go. And last thing we need in here is that. Actually, I'm going to redo it. Yeah, I'm just going to copy this one out, hook it up in here for a moment. Here we go, and I'm going to move that to 0, 0, 0. Actually, I think yeah, that was a bit more down. There we go. But do I want that to be a sub of health? So I can turn it back, or do I want that to be character? I think that'd be cleaner, right? Character. And we're going to put that under character. And in health, we're going to hook up our Ethan guy so he can flop around. And I think that's it. You know what? I'm going to give this a go and see what happens when he moves around. This is going to give me any errors? Yeah, of course it does. He's just standing there and I am getting errors. On what? On threats, the Y. Nav mesh agent. So it's not finding the nav mesh agent. That's weird, because movement. Thought I just established they would find these, right? So movement. Did it? Oh God. I think that was my major design flaw. Previously, it would attach AI behavior to everything. Yep. All right. Not to worry. Think that's got to do with it. And I'm trying to find my component in parent. And if I can't find it in parent, you know what? I'm going to add an extra check. It says if my instance doesn't exist, then instead of adding it straight away, get the same component in all of your children. Dot get component in children. Yeah. Yeah, behavior. And then lastly, if I still don't have it, then add it. See what happens. Clear that. No, still doing the same thing. Alright. Oh, my AI threat is turned off. Why? That's stupid. Oh, huh. Maybe it turns it off for some reason unknown to me. Movement. So. That's so ugly. Why did I ever decide to do that? Damn it. Damn. Alright. Seems like I actually have to redesign part of this code. That's going to be fun. So redesign because I decided after a year that the setup needs to be different so that it's more readable, which makes sense to me. But that is what's this one complaining about? AI debug? Yeah, obviously it doesn't have that one. But that's actually one of the So it doesn't find a nav mesh agent. Yep. It does AI death, agent health. Object reference not set to instance of an object. But I added that one, right? Health has this one, AI health. AI health calling something in here maybe? Alright, so I know the problem is the fact that AI base should contain, or actually any of these can call parts of a script. Let me show the code. No, AI base behavior, word declaration, yeah. So I have a class called base behavior where I try to cache all the individual objects.
Hallo, sugartits.
Ik ben aan het streamen.
Dat weet ik. Laat me met de rust.
I'm caching these, and for every instance of these scripts inherits from base behavior, so everywhere differently where they're being attached, it creates a new one by one of these, by this script, whereas we basically want every single of these scripts, it finds the base behavior from its parent instead. But it doesn't do that. Oh, wait a minute, because it adds it here. So do I need to... Well, I could say add the component based at GameObject dot parent. No. Transform dot parent. Dot GameObject. Why is it jumping these tabs weird? I could basically do that, but if I have items, if I have items more than one parent or child transform deep, it's going to give the same problem. So I need to find a better solution to this. I'm going to have a quick break. Have a think about this. This seems bad, but actually that's just, it's going to be solved easily. Just need to figure out a clean and nice way to do so. But I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Right, guys, thanks for sticking around. Had a quick break thinking about how to solve, well, my programming woes. What I'm currently thinking I'll be doing is I'm going to actually add the AI base to this so that you'll always have that. Let me, sorry, AI behavior I meant. That one. There you go. And move that all the way to the top. Move up. Move up. Move up. So that way I'm always sure it has that one. And in the script here, I don't want to add this anymore. But how am I going to fix the fact that it still needs to find this get component and parent? Actually, let's just see what happens when I run this. Probably still a million errors. Oh, not that bad at the moment. Seems to have fixed a few of them. That's good. Obviously it doesn't know about something here. But it's a start. It's a start. Let's find out. Obviously it doesn't have a weapon yet. Yep, we are aware of that. I am loud and clear. Thank you. Selected delegate. Oh, I don't have a debug view either yet. And yep, same goes for that one. And I don't have cover script set up either, which I've actually chosen not to do. So I need a weapon, I need cover. Love my Twitter feed. Hey guys, thanks for joining in. Lisp, well, this is C#, and actually said this a couple times. Oh, hold on, my cat's trying to get into the closet. Here we go. Just trying to get her way into some cabinets that she's not allowed. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Anyway, yeah, my scripts obviously are all C#, but I haven't touched it in, well, last week is when I opened it up again after, I think it was over a year or somewhere around a year. So it's been difficult trying to understand exactly what I was doing again and just trying to find a bug. Obviously I found a million more, so trying to go over that now. I do know it needs a weapon. I'm wondering why it doesn't have a debug, because I thought that when I created this and when it would ask about the debug script, it would automatically attach one. Or am I wrong in thinking that it does? Ragdoll, flanking, health, team, defend area. Troubles. You know what? Let's just try and figure out where the hell I'm actually hooking up my debug. Go to that one. Oh, here we go. So, I attach it to AI debug, but actually, oh, that's the current to which a base is attached, which should be here. And why is it turning off itself? That's weird. It's turned on. Why is it disabling? That's weird. AI manager. Yeah, add me. Attach a weapon to this agent. That's a bit odd. Why is it randomly disabling scripts? That's another one that we're going to have to try and solve. Let's see. Might just attach it for the time being. See what happens. So AI debug, look that up here, and bam. That should give us a bit less of an errors. Yeah, there we go. So he's obviously spotted. He needs to do something now, but we still got the weapon error, and we got something to do with cover. What if I don't want to do dynamic cover? Just simple. Oh, this looks easy enough. Alright. Let's add cover to this, but we want that as a sub-behavior. Create empty child, cover. There you go. And it's going to contain cover. Now we need to set cover up there. And I think... no, doesn't need it here. Alright. Charlie? Hey, who's he? That's going to give us a couple less errors. Yeah, this is all about the weapon for now. I think it spotted something now. There's something wrong with the controller now. That's not good. Controller. Oh yeah, because it doesn't have a weapon, it doesn't know what to hook up its firing to. Still weird that I needed to attach the debug by hand, but yeah, sure. So, huh. Why is it suddenly giving me errors? Strange. Funnily enough, he actually already has a weapon, but we're gonna strip away its ability of using melee, and do I need to attach that? Not sure if it's gonna find that or if it's gonna figure that out itself. Anyway, it's got a weapon now. Let's see what happens. No errors. It's a good start. But it's being a bit of an idiot though. Oh, it started moving, but not animating. Oh, that's obviously because we didn't set that up. Did turn into a ragdoll, but obviously the next problem there being that animator is still active. Yep, there you go. That turned into a ragdoll. Love doing this actually. I love ragdolls. Its arm is doing weird things, but again, this is just a test setup. Has been all along. Just to make everything work. But it's a start. Not sure of the rest of the problems yet, but we'll find those out. Let's remove the debug component again. And let's figure this out. It's not complaining about debugging now, but probably as soon as they start firing, yep. Huh, it's doing things. It seems to have attached AI debug itself now. Don't know why it wasn't doing that earlier. Maybe because it was actually stopping the script from running previously because it couldn't find the weapon and it ran into an error, stopped executing. That would make sense. Seeing as if I look into the script, was it here? Yeah, there you go. So I tried to add the weapon, wasn't working because we didn't have a weapon set up, and then it wouldn't execute this at all. Therefore, debug was never hooked up. Yeah, I got my AI debug script. Haven't been looking at that. What I've been doing today is I tried to strip down my AI to its bare minimum components so that I can pinpoint exactly where things are going wrong. In doing so, I actually discovered a flaw in my setup for AI components. Previously, when I set the characters up, every single script that was possible was attached to one game object, and it would make it unreadable. So I thought, well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate all these components out, and all these objects are going to live separately. And that actually highlighted an issue in my code base where it couldn't find my base scripts, couldn't find the AI behavior, a whole bunch of things would go wrong. So I've actually gotten all that covered now. I actually want to tidy this up in terms of order, because that's a mess. Hold on. Animate, team, movement, idle. Oh. So, let's see what I've done. Yep, I want controller to be on top. That makes sense. I want health, but that would be death and health. Death handling, health. There you go. So health and death are put together. Health, death. Then I want its behavior, obviously. So it's going to have team, threat, team, threat, combat, team, threat, combat. There we go. Animate, movement, idle. Oh, there you go. Yep. Should movement be hooked up into controller? Maybe not, but obviously controller, health, movement, behavior, and area, and weapons will go here. Yep, and then we have one more, and this is going to be related to specific setup. So combat, active combat setup, combat related setup scripts. There you go. And now this should be bit more readable. Yep. Obviously we still need to add and animate, and I need to I don't really need idle yet. Hey, thanks Damien for hosting me. Oh, and welcome Arthur. So, tidying this up a bit, I don't think idle is a necessity, but it does fit with the movement. I'll just leave it there for now. Last thing I need to go and add is the animation, which I think I should add up to character, because that makes sense. Part of core, animate, and that one. Oh god, what were my previous settings? Idle, patrol. I'm completely missing this, am I? Or did I put it on here? No. Animate. No, that doesn't show it. Idle, patrol, here we go. Point 15 and point 2. Point 15 and point 2. There we go. And finally, well, actually, I think that should cover the base setup. One more thing, just for completion's sake, I am going to add a child object here for flanking. I'm not going to hook that up yet, but I will later on. There we go. See what he does. Already got a null reference exception. AI animates not set to something something is melee. Because he doesn't have a melee. I need to check whether or not my AI agent has melee. So if AI agent dot melee, here we go. I like it. Doe maar cola. Rustig cola. There we go. So I'm checking now whether or not I have a melee script set up or not. I should do that more often with my weapons as well, because I can imagine there'd be a situation where you wouldn't want your AI, because it's like a friendly NPC or something, you wouldn't want them to, oh, he's immediately started firing. That's cool. And he's off, moving. Okay. He's firing. He's doing something. Let's see if we can, you know what, we're going to make a new scene setup. Let's save this. Save scene as. AI, examples, scenes. This is going to be bear test character update. There we go. We're going to, am I going to remove, well, simply going to remove all these. Hold on, I need to keep one of the blue guys for now. So there we go, and remove all those. And I'm going to make a couple of these. That'll probably work. Yep. Oh, they're all looking at the center point. I'm going to move this guy around a bit. So he's going to start from here. And he's going to probably walk by all this, get to his first movement patrol path node there. And then they're going to spot him. And then combat's going to break out. And we're going to be looking if these guys are now sliding or not. If they are at some point, that means that he's firing. Damn. If they are sliding at some point, then my bug is in the core AI system and not in one of my extensions. See, I knew that. I should have added a couple more. Parent one flank. Yeah, they're all currently not flanking. Simply because I turned that off. Well, actually, I think the blue guys might, but I'm currently just looking at the behavior of the red guys only. There we go. Spotted threat. They're all going in for the melee. Bunch of perverts. I just want to see if any of the red guys, whilst moving, might be animating their fire, their shooting, or not. I hope not. If so, that means that the bug actually lives in the flanking. If they do appear, there you go. Actually, that's exactly what I was looking for. Both of them seem to do this. So that means that the bug is in the core AI system. In any of the scripts that handle movement on the current code. That's good to know. Grab that guy. There you go. So, showed this on my previous stream. This is actually a system I wrote. And what it does is it gives me information about whatever the currently selected character or all the characters have chosen to perform from their AI minds. So as soon as combat started, they're starting a new path, they're relocating to new cover, one of the threats apparently died, so it's finding a new threat, planning a new path, because it found a new threat that will require relocation. All that went wrong, right, and at some point, 33.52 seconds into combat, it started planning a new path and relocating, and that's where it went wrong. So, if I look for this call, it's planning new path, which I think I can find in AI movement. Oh god, I like that I've cleaned it up. That makes finding things so much easier. And it said planning new path. Oh, this dude. Planning new path instantly. So planning new path finished old. Here we go. So somewhere movement change was called. What that does is, that's bad. It doesn't perform any checks on if it's allowed to move, it just moves. So obviously, yeah, that makes sense that that is going wrong. Leisure Suit Larry. Oh, yeah. I think I've actually, I have that game. I recently picked it up, and my girlfriend has never heard of it before until I told her about it.
Ik wil het spelen nog steeds.
Oh, definitely gonna have to make her play that on stream at some point, maybe. That'd be cool.
Doei.
She's saying she doesn't want to. She wants to.
Geef maar reet.
Getting back to this problem, movement change. I think that's actually part of, there we go, AI change movement. So I'm gonna find all the references to that. Ooh, there's a couple of places where that can be called from. Actually, this has now simplified it for us. We actually know that we're not using melee raycast for that character, so that eliminates this script. We're not using command action, so that eliminates this script. We're not using flanking, so we're eliminating this script. So AI move is the actual base implementation of it. That's not one that's being called. This one is the one that is being called, so we don't have to look for it here. We need to look for where it's being called from. That means it's either coming from cover. I think I disabled that one as well, didn't we? Oh no, we actually did implement cover. So it's either coming from cover or coming from AI threat. And actually I am going to close all these scripts because that is turning me insane. Oh. Yeah. There we go. I have to do this again. So we found it in threat and we were saying cover. There we go. So those are the two scripts where it's being called from. Will you look at that? We are not checking whether or not we're allowed to move here at all. And are we here? Checking. This is the idle state, which we know he wasn't in because they were already in full-on combat. So let's just double check if it's not. Change combat state, change movement speed, idle state, change movement speed, change combat state. I'm not going to eliminate that it's not coming from here, but it seems unlikely for now. I have a gut feeling that this is whatever's causing the problem. But for that, we're going to have to check where this is being called from. And it's not a follower. We're not doing melee. This is the implementation of it. So therefore, it's coming from AI Combat Aggressive. And this is handle threat. We are actually checking whether or not we're using a weapon here. And looking at our other one. This is the one that we tried to fix last time. So set cover position. Oh. Have the stream full screen with the chat separate. I actually don't know. To be honest, I'm really bad with streaming. Earlier on tonight, I apparently have been streaming for 20 minutes with my audio muted. So yeah, I'm that much of a noob about this yet. You got 2 pop-outs. I'm also using one screen only, so maybe if you have multiple monitors, you could, get one dedicated to a stream and the other one for browsing or something. I don't know. Just an idea. And I'm not sure if I could do some zooming, but that will probably make you very nauseous by the fact that I'm moving my mouse around a lot and doing this kind of movement when I'm reading something by default. So yeah, if you have a zoom in on this location of the mouse and I'm moving it around a lot, that's going to make you not enjoy the stream that much. So anyway, getting to debug this, relocating to new cover position. We can actually check if that was called or not. Select this guy again. This one. Oh, I changed the scripts. It had reloaded the scene and it lost the messages. Damn it. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Getting close, I can tell. I am now fairly positive that it's happening in attack threat because I have a script here, AI combat attack threat, that I believe is being run from a switch that checks what state the player is in, the AI is in, sorry. Yeah, it's in handle threat, so it says right here, if a location was found and AI has arrived, attack. So we're doing attack threat. And what's going on in here? Check if relocation is required. So if I have a weapon, alright, so if I'm not firing my weapon, if I am firing my weapon, then don't execute this script. If I'm not, then reset my combat relocation timer. And if I am allowed to relocate, I don't have any flanking setup, so it's gonna cover, AI cover to threat. What does that do? AI cover to threat. But we have it. Yeah, I need to check the theater mode. Yeah, like I said, I'm still learning on the whole streaming thing. Cover, yeah, cover dynamic. AI cover to threat, that's this one. So we're finding the best tactical position towards the threat. Obviously, if there's no threat at all, return false. Don't plan a path while other AI is moving. Kind of makes sense. And then find an average position between known threats. Find a safe distance from a threat across the cover radius from that position. should result in both factions staying close to each other instead of random mayhem across the map between agents and factions. Oh yes, I remember having made this. That's actually what it does. It finds all the known threats, creates a virtual circle, and takes the center point as a line through it to get the average location on a radius away from it. So when multiple AI from different faction are not exactly bundled up but a bit spread out, then the other team will actually start to gather around a certain, well, not exactly at a location, but roughly around a position on the map. And because that team has bundled up, as soon as the other team starts relocating, they'll find a point that's right across where the other guys are, and over time that means that the two will start to bundle together as a team fighting the other ones off, which is pretty cool actually. What am I doing then? Find cover in combat range between threat and agent. Ah yeah, that's this piece of code here. Combat cover position, and it returns true. That means that why am I actually passing along cover to threat 0f? Oh, okay. It's offset from the cover. So that means that if I found a location, if I have a weapon and AI weapon use timer, what does that do? Well, that's the base implementation that always returns true. Let's see. Get that weapon. We're using raycast weapon, and what was the implementation again? Use timer. Use timer. Usage timer. There we go. So if I'm either raising, firing, or lowering my weapon, then I am using my weapon. So whenever I have a weapon but I'm using it, then don't continue. That sounds to me like it makes sense. That actually would mean that these variables return wrong somehow, and that the problem sounds like it's actually in the weapon code and not as much in the AI. That's interesting. I guess I could use my phone to check my comments, but
Ik ben bezig. En vertel het graag voor de fucking comments.
my girlfriend's actually currently trying to set that up. Getting my tablet ready for comments so I don't have to switch all the time, but yeah, sorry about that.
Nee, je moet eigenlijk anders gaan bij...
Yeah, I actually would need a different monitor, but I tried that last time, and I'm getting some weird problems with my Twitch stream itself when I run it on a second monitor. I'm currently using my MacBook Pro laptop with a little what was it called again, like the video out that then goes to HDMI on a second monitor, but that wasn't working. It wouldn't show the stream. It's as if everything displayed on the second monitor wasn't responsive. So have to look at that sometime. But figured I'm enjoying streaming a bit too much not to care about it.
Comments binnenkomen. Als het goed is, als er weer comments zijn, moeten ze nu binnenkomen.
Oh, cool. Seems my girlfriend has set up a tablet for me.
Het is wel mijn account, dus je mag er gewoon mee reageren en doen hoor. Dat wil ik zelf weten.
I'm gonna keep this to my side here. Actually, I got my my Wii U tablet holder. I'm gonna put my iPad in there. That should
Oh, dat is echt niet veilig.
display. Jawel.
Is dat veilig?
Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Veilig is gescheurd.
Anyway,
Werkt het?
Yeah.
Nice.
cool. So I've got my comments set up here next to me. That's sweet. Don't have to switch constantly.
Functional vision.
Yeah, my girlfriend's now trying to beg for a thank you. A thank you, honey. It was a smart idea of yours. So I've got my comments here. Wow, this is feeling all professional. Loving this. Yet I still can't freaking fix my weapon bug. We'll be on to that now. So we've got this really, really beautiful weapon, this block, that's either a shotgun, a pistol, or a machine gun. No, right? It's pretty awesome. Let's just go through the code and see what we can come up with. I'm only going to be John Travolta if it's the old John Travolta, not the fat, soggy, current John Travolta. So, let's just go through this code together. Seems daunting, I know. It's not that bad actually. So, this is actually a good exercise to show you guys how my whole code base basically has been put together. So I've got my base implementation for all the things I'm doing. So that's for the flanking, for the cover, for the threat, for the relocation, for the movement, all that. I have a base script, and all that does is basically define my variables. So in here, weapon damage, firearms, that's how much, I think that's how much damage each bullet does, how many weapons are in a magazine, are in a magazine, and how many weapons are in the current magazine, how many ammo you have, the AI has in total, how many bullets per shot occur. So a shotgun would do like 10 or 15 shots per bullets per shot, and a handgun would only do one. Weapon shot start amount, no idea what that does, because we'll find out when we're going through the rest of the code. Attack angle, so basically it will shoot as long as the threat that they're currently facing is within a certain angle from in front of it. So snipers could have a very small and accurate range, but rocket launchers would have a very wide angle to which they'd be firing. Now this is the interesting bit, I guess. Weapon raise, weapon firing, weapon lowering, that's just the Boolean states. And yeah, I can go on. And then the next interesting bit actually is all the functions are set up as virtual functions. That means that I can call them from any other script and it would fire these, it would execute these. Obviously these are just written down, they don't, as you can see, they don't have anything implemented, it doesn't do anything, it's a shell. Where required it will return a value, a default value, but that's all there is to it. However, and this is the neat part about it, as I've shown, this is basically all the setup, and then we have the implementation, which is done with inheritance. So this script is called AI weapon, and I have a script called AI weapon raycast. As its name says, it's going to handle weapons using raycast. We can do, we could make another script that's AI weapon physics, and it shoots actual bullets using the physics engine. For now, though, I didn't do that. But just to showcase the rest of it, I've got this raycast class that I'm inheriting from AI weapons. So it contains all these variables, just doesn't show them. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking all my functions that I've set up, and I'm actually writing the implementations for them. So FireQ calls is an override of FireQ's virtual method. And then that is calling FireQ, which is a local function, and this actually executes something. So that's the way my whole system has been set up. I can show you here as well. So AI cover has all these variable setups, and then it has these two functions that have the bare minimum. This is an interesting one where this one actually does do something, but it's, yeah, like I said, it's bare minimum. And then you have the inherited version of that, which inherits from AI cover. So it actually keeps all this, but it overrides cover to threat, which is this function. It overrides this, and it does all these calculations in there. And that's just to get the different, well, what I was explaining earlier, that's the different angles each faction gets, and this creates the dynamic combat zone. Getting back to the weapons though, let's see, I think I have a implementation. Yeah, here we go. So we have a late update. Basically this is called at the end of every frame, where the weapon state is being checked. Switch AI weapon state, which I believe AI weapon state, there we go, is actually a variable that we defined earlier. Based on the state, it's going to perform a different function. So check shot Q, as we saw earlier. Oh, hold on. Actually, that's a check shot Q. If I don't have any bullets left to shoot, or should shoot, it's going to set AI weapon set raise. And weapon set raise is just a override again. It's being linked through to here. It's going to say at this point in time you're starting to raise the weapon, and you're going to have to shoot this much bullets in your current burst, and it's going to tell you are raising the weapon. Interesting. Do wonder now where the weapon state is going to be changed. Check shot Q. Oh, here we go. Weapon state is set to 1. So check weapon raise. Check weapon raise. Here we go. So if enough time has passed after the point where we said that it should start raising and for how long the animation we've set up it should take, it's going to switch to state 2. And state 2 is check weapon fire. Check weapon fire then checks if it doesn't fire anymore, because we have no queued shots left, and it's going to lower it. And it's changing back to 3. Check weapon lower, and same as we did for race. As soon as we are no longer got our weapons up and our animation has finished, then it's going to set the state back to 0 and reset the weapon timers. What does that do? Sets weapon raise, firing, and lower back to false. What's interesting actually is that I didn't see, except for set raise, set lower, raise, sets raise to true, firing to false. But where do we set firing? False. Oh, there we go. Fire weapon. Yep. Because we have a function called use weapon, and it's going to check if we have a threat at all, if I'm not reloading, if I have enough bullets left in my magazine. If I have enough bullets left in my magazine, fire Q. What does that do? Weapon fire Q. Fire Q. Is that the same one as being called earlier? Oh no, hold on. Shot Q. That was something else. Yeah, that's checking, that's setting that it needs to be raised. Okay, so we've got fire Q. Actually, Pound, I am going through it slowly because it's called a rubber ducky principle, where you go through your code and you explain it to your rubber ducky. That 9 out of 10 times actually shows you the problem to yourself already without having to mentally go through the code. I'm kind of doing the same where I'm going over all my code, but yeah, I am explaining it for the viewers as well, just because I think that would make it more interesting. And now my girlfriend's saying that I've always been slow, so thank you for that. Yeah, sure. Anyway, so we're going through our fire queue. Oh god, where did we get that from again? Fire queue, fire queue, fire. AI weapon fire queue. That was being called somewhere. Oh yeah, there it was. So I'm allowed to shoot here. That's fine. If I'm not allowed to shoot, then reload. Makes sense, right? I think I've set it so that this is difficult thinking and talking. I've set the clip size to unlimited, so that means that I would never need to reload anyway. It's going to shoot and keep shooting, and then it's going to relocate. But going back to this, when I'm raising my weapon, actually let's see, how long did we set up our weapon animations, raise and lower animations? Raise time's going to be 1 second, lower time 1 second. Let's actually check if that that's accurate. Huh. 20. That actually looks fairly accurate. So this is a total length of 3 something, 330, and this is a total length of 316. So I'm wondering if I just change these variables. Weapon raise time to 3.5, 3.5. I'm wondering if that would fix it. If it's just if it has just been a timing issue all along. Let's see. Bam bam. He's being meleeed. Oh yeah. There's 1, 2, 3 dead. Oh, they're going in for the melee, it seems. No, they're just relocating. He's dead. Bam. And he was relocating. Fine. Oh god. Are you serious? So it seems the problem all along has been timing. Huh. It's interesting. Because when I set out to create this, I never intended it to be animation driven at all. Oh, did I actually saw them slide there? I'm not sure. I never intended this to be timing based, or animation based. I wanted it timing based, so the code drives animation, and animation shouldn't drive code in here. And if that's the case, I think what I need to do is fix my animator state, because that simply means that my animator is taking, mechanism is taking too long. Alright, I'll have a look at that. Because that's not what I want. Yeah, that blue guy was floating, but that's the one that has the wrong animation time set up. Oh, actually, what did I do? I only set up one of the red guys to not float. This guy needs to have the same thing done. Weapon raise time 3.5, 3.5. And the third one, same thing, 3.5 and 3.5. So fix the timing issues on those. Let's see if the red guys start floating around again. Nope, he just died. He died. They weren't floating though, but that could just be... I'm gonna have to run this like 5 to 10 times before we can actually see proper result. And I'd have to read up on mechanism a bit. Oh, this is cool. They're flanking. Well, they're not actually flanking, but... Come on, start moving, start relocating. Red one. You're gonna die otherwise. He's still floating. Damn it, so it's not an animation problem. Well. Oh, we won. That's cool. Last man standing. Mechanim is Unity's animation animator. So this one, this setup, all this is called Mechanim. Damn it. So it seems like they're still sliding. And I still haven't figured out why. It's not good. Come on, red guy, start sliding. But I do know that it's happening somewhere in its aggressive behavior, where he is in a attack state. Or could it be the Q? So he's moving, but when he's moving, right at the same frame maybe, where he decides to move, he gets a couple of bullets into his weapon queue. That sounds like a possibility to me. Let's see. So how many do they get into the queue? Bullets per shot. Start amount 1. Queued last time? No. That's just timers. Oh. I'm actually gonna evaluate what's going on here, the frame they're messing up. And so that guy, damn you. Alright, let's see. It's not sliding. He died. They're not doing melee. I'm 100% positive because I didn't give them melee abilities. He died. He's gonna die probably. Oh, he's not. That's cool. Why do they keep firing? Oh, okay. We've got melee, melee, melee. So, he's firing now? He's not firing, but he was lowering. Let's see. They're really... Oh, there's one guy bunched up in the corner there. But he died. And he's not going to survive this. Told you. What does my debugger say? There's a lot going on. I did see the blue guys slide a bit, but I'm not too interested in that. Just care about the red ones for now. But they seem to be on the losing team, jeez. And why is he not instantly... Oh, there you go. So some of their behavior is a bit weird, but... Oh, maybe that's the... Oh, he was starting to move. Check your weapon. There's nothing. And this one? That doesn't have these variables as well. So he should start firing any second. Yep, there you go. He's firing now. He's firing, firing. Oh, something's gone wrong here as well. Can't find a certain AI agent. Oh, that sucks. Did you just snipe that guy? Yep, he did. He's going in for the melee. Bam! He's shot in the back. Oh, nice one, red. Yeah. All right. I've got a fair idea of where it might be. I still think it's somewhere in the weapon code. I'm gonna have a small break because this is doing my brain in. I'll be back within a couple minutes. Just gonna walk the dog, get some fresh air. Be right back. All right, back again. Let's see. Trying to figure out the sliding. Sorry, checking my my WhatsApp. Let's see. Line this up on the stream properly. And I have to dive back into my code. Getting some errors on my debugger. Not sure why that happens. I'll have a look at that. So they are fighting. Hey, Euro Sudoki, welcome to your stream. I'm trying to figure out why my AI is sliding sometimes. See if we can make that more obvious. I have the feeling though that weapons and mechanism aren't working well together yet. See the blue guy was sliding? I'm not that interested in blue. Set up red guys with bare minimum AI. I'm gonna have to. He's lowering his weapon currently. Ah, there you go. And he was raising it immediately after again. No, I think I have an idea how to fix that finally. Why is this commented out? I have no idea. That should fix it actually. So it's just resetting its shot count. And that should have it sorted. So, oh, are they firing at all now? That's a big question. Yeah, it is. So this guy, his weapon has 3 shots left. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. That's not good. 3, 2, 1. Lower his weapon. And, oh, damn it. He was sliding again there. Let's dive into my debugger. So select this agent. Only show his scripts. So he decided to plan a new path. Instantly. And he's relocated and then finished that. Something's going wrong there. Not 100% sure why. So obviously it wasn't this. We can leave that out. I do think that fire weapon actually is firing. Check fire. So last time where is do fire being called from? Yeah, weapon do fire. There we go. Do fire. Do fire. That runs this piece of code. Firearm, that's the one. Check weapon fire. Thanks Bertolt, thanks for joining. I'll talk to you later. Pretty sure this part is quite boring to you guys. I'm going over in my mind how this code works, what's being called where, how things work together, which obviously they're not doing it properly, seeing as they are still sliding. I'm actually just going to go run it again a couple times. As soon as I see it, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to try to debug their values at that moment in time. So again, I'm currently only interested in the red AI, and what I want to see as being the issue is they are moving, yet they are still animated as if they are firing. So that actually went correctly. I want the red guy to start relocating. Come on, relocate. Ah, damn it, he lost. Retry. You guys. Red died. Died. No relocation there. Try again. He's not going to... Oh, wow. He's lucky on that one. Yeah, like I said, he's not going to survive. All of the blues survived, though. It's not fair. One of them's got a machine gun, one of them's got a shotgun. All the other ones only have handguns. And that guy just died because his buddy got stabbed in the back. That's not nice. Come on. Relocate. One of yous. And I mean relocate wrong, damn it. Oh, he meleeed him. Like I said, this is going to take a couple of tries before it probably occurs again, but... And they're literally... I was talking about this earlier, that's a Unity issue with NavMesh agents not avoiding each other and taking their space into account. Like, they should avoid each other by moving out, but not a smart move, Red. Next time I should actually try and make a new small test level. I think that'd be cool as well, something with more corridors and something a bit sci-fi or something. That might be interesting. See the AI bundle up in... I don't care about that guy though. See the AI bundle up together in smaller spaces. That could be nice. Melee. Bam. Oh, yes. Got him. So the red guy is sliding. Let's see. It's not that Ethan. It's not that Ethan. It's that one. What does his AI say? So he is currently relocating to new cover position. What is his weapon state? Aha. So it is relocating, but he think he has a shot count of 2. If I remove this by hand, yeah, that's the problem. All right. There he is sliding again. Perfect. So it seems that we've found the source of the problem as to how and where it occurs. Now I need to double check where I'm setting the weapon raise variable alongside the weapon shot count. Let's have a look. That's here, AI weapon shot count. So that's the fire queue. Fire his weapon, set raise. We'll have to check after this when it actually calls set raise, because that doesn't seem right to me either. But shot count, if it's not 0, no, that's not right. So fire queue is being called from here. We find references of that. And use weapon is this one. We find use firearm. Pick up weapon. Is that only being called from here? No, that can't be right. Use weapon. I called the wrong one. No. Only here, unless, no, we're not using it here either. Maybe all overloads? No. That's peculiar. Seems like we're not using this. Interesting. That's very interesting. Anyway, so the queue is incremented here, and it was set somewhere else. Let's see. Shot count. Weapon shot start count. And that was in set raise. Set raise was being called check shot queue. Oh, shot count. No, that's wrong. Where else do we call set raise? Nowhere. Except for in shot queue, which is being done here. So shot Q. What's fire Q do? Fire Q increment shot count. And I think fire weapon calls. No, doesn't. Firearm. Because that one is called check weapon fire. A minute. I'm pretty sure that somewhere here, this one, fire at threat. Go to declaration, fire threat, AI controller fire. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. So we pick up the weapon, then use firearm is attached to this delegate, which is the virtual controller delegate that I was talking about earlier. There we go. Weapon use firearm, and use firearm is this one, and that is calling use weapon. We're getting close, guys. So use weapon calls fire queue, and fire queue increments the shot count. Then when the weapon isn't raised yet, then we have a function that checks Q, shot Q. So as soon as I want to fire, it goes and sets it for raising, and then sets the shot count to be start amount, and says weapon raised true. So the delegate for firing could potentially be fired while we are starting to move. So we need a check in the use firearm for not moving. But do we want that in here? No, we don't want that in there, obviously. What we want is AI controller fire. We basically want to fire threat. Yeah, there you go. We want to check in here whether or not the AI is moving. Better yet, when this occurs, so it's moving to, it should return. That means it's not gonna try and fire at a threat in the same frame as it decided to move. think that should work, but no, we're going to find out. We are going to find out. Just going to look through this a couple of times, I guess. We're all ganging up on that one in their melee attacks. That's literally a wall of death. And they're not enjoying that. Let me through. Shot in the back. Bam. Try again. So that one was sliding right there, but that's a blue one. I don't care about too much. Again, we're only focusing on the red ones. That, in the meanwhile, keep an eye on the commons as well. So they were relocating there, but that seemed to go fine. Hold on. I think my chat is broken. Because I'm not seeing shit. Hold on.
Ja, dat krijg ik heel vaak ook niet hoor.
Trying to get used to this dual setup I've got here. Wow. That did give me an error, but why am I getting an error? On what? Oh, this one again. Trying to get it. Oh, maybe because I have selected something that is no longer there. Nope. In core. Oh, this weapon apparently still thinks it should do something. Huh. Maybe if I turn that off. Oh. Interesting. Still thinks it should before melee, I think. Yep. So there's something in the melee going wrong as well. But we can figure that out later. But that said, though, I haven't seen the red guys act completely unnatural in their sliding behavior. Did see it once on the blue guys, and I would have thought, well, would have guessed that it would fix both at the same time, but not too sure. See, that one was sliding again. I think he killed the blue one, and hope he's going to be relocating. Yeah, but it was working fine this time. Oh, got him. And again, this is going to be the same issue on the melee, but I'll have a look at that later. Not too fussed about that right now. That only occurs when they die, and they were going to be performing a melee attack, and for some reason it sticks to that state. He died. He's moving properly. He's moving properly. Come on, relocate. He died. He's relocating properly. He is going in for the melee. Bam. And he's firing at that one. Oh, red won. Yay, go red. He was relocating properly. Been trying this a couple of times now, but I haven't seen the issue yet. So that gives me hope. And they're both sort of on a stalemate. Oh, he died. Ooh, it's a long distance battle. Come on. I hope that when he arrives, he doesn't kill him and he decides to relocate. There you go. And as soon as he stands still, come on, red, relocate. Relocate. I didn't say die. Again. This was cool. So he picked a wrong spot for some reason. They are smart and loyal. He's going for cover. He's going in close. Well, this seems like proper cover. They died. And he is going to be killed pretty quickly. I think red's not going to survive this. There you go. It's proven pretty difficult, to be honest. Hump, hump, hump. Maybe I should have one relocate, like, constantly. That would make it slightly easier, I guess, on debugging. So which one is it? It's going to be the one to the far left. And he has this setup: optimal combat range, relocate time. So I'm going to have him relocate every 5 seconds. See what that does. Might even lower that. So we're looking at that guy who's going to be relocating constantly. So there's one relocate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some reason he's not allowed to relocate yet. And he died. Jesus. You know what? I'm gonna make cover. Where is it? Somewhere in here. No. Turn idle. Combat threat. Current threat. Possible threat. No. Relocate time. We're gonna set that to 2 seconds. So he will want to relocate constantly. That's not going to make him... Oh, hold on. That's not going to make him very useful in combat, so we're going to give him loads of health. 500. There you go. So that's relocate. 1, 2. Oh, I think they're still also set to have quite long animations. So there you. Yeah, there you go. And have that set to something smaller as well. Let's see what happens. So there's relocate. And 1, yep, there you go, relocate. 1, 2, relocate, yep. And he's there, and he should want to relocate somewhere about now. Oh, that was a bad relocate. He went to the same decision. It's interesting because I haven't seen them break yet. And he is constantly relocating, so that's cool. That's awesome. I have the feeling that this is finally fixed. That would be freaking sweet. Run away. Fuel. And you want to relocate, yep. Seems like a pretty safe location they all picked. This is going to be stupid, probably. Oh no, he wants to be closer to his buddies. So that's good. But now he should relocate. Oh, I've seen none of them slide. This is pretty sweet, guys. I'm getting more and more excited. And then I think the other one I need to fix is the sliding on the flanking option, where this bug could still appear. Maybe I should give our well, he shot his body. We should give our relocation dude different color. Maybe. You want to relocate now? Come on. You've got lots of health though. Yep, relocate. To relocate. I'm going to be more and more confident about thinking that it's fixed, guys. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. I haven't seen, in the last like 10 runs or so, I haven't seen any of the red guys slide in. So that just says that was bad timing. Thinking about it, it makes sense as well actually, because I was using a delegate for the buttons, the virtual controller firing, and what would happen is its AI would update slightly ahead of the weapon firing button being pressed. So he would think, the AI would think it's in a state where it needs to move. And then a frame or so later, it would pick up the fact that it needs to fire. So it would press the fire button while already started the move, and it would get into a mixed state there, where that would go wrong. I'm going to run a couple more times, and if I still don't see the issue happening, I'm going to call fix on this, because it's pretty sweet. This guy's shooting his buddy in the back. What do you do? Maybe that's something we could fix next. Like holding fire when relocating immediately when their buddies are in their line of sight, or within immediate line of sight. And relocate. Yep, it's relocating. Nice. Ah. Wow. I think it's fixed. I'm also hardly seeing the blue guys slide anymore either, which is good. I think there's one location in the flanking where it could still occur. But you know what? We're gonna try that out. So we've got flanking. Yeah, so we've got our AI that wants to relocate a lot. And we're going to give him flanking. And 50% chance to flank. Yeah. And we obviously need to make our behavior aware of the fact that we can do flanking. That should be it. So as soon as they're fighting and he picks to relocate, he could opt to flank instead, where he's not going close to his buddies, he's going to the side of them. This still doesn't look like flanking to me yet. Yeah, there it happened again. So flanking still seems to have an issue. He is still alive. So let's see if he actually went to flank. Yeah, there you go. Relocating to new flanking position. So let's see. I'm going to take that flanking behavior and see if that does the same thing. Tactical line of sight. Has cover is false. Check if tactical precision from the left is possible. Tactical line of sight. You know what? I'm actually going to have to find those references, and that's going to be in here as well. Yep. Huh. Actually, this was suffering the same issue. I need to add a return in here. Return. And I think that's it, really. Alright, let's have a look. we just did identify that he was choosing to do flanking as a tactical strategy, and we did saw him slide, whereas all the runs before that didn't happen. That's still doing its thing. Yeah, it appears as if I think he did choose to flank there. So this guy. Yep, he was flanking and not sliding. That's good. He's getting meleeed. He's moving to a new position. Let's see, is he planning new path? Oh, that's just a new safe position, not per se flank. Maybe this is a flank. Planning new path. No, that's just relocation as well. Wow, guys, I think it's finally fixed. And it was just a case of a single return that was missing. That was a total of, I think I've been streaming for about 6-7 hours in total. Finally got it sorted. And it was just a freaking return. Wow. Really happy about it though. Rather happy about that. I think looking at this though, I think this is a good time to stop my stream for today and fix some of the minor issues next time, like the shooting at each other from the line of sight.
Missy.
But yeah, I think it's fixed. And that's great news. We can finally move on. Maybe next time we can do some editor scripting as well. But I'm rather pleased. Again, thanks for joining in, everyone. I had a really nice time with this stream. I'll be back streaming soon, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.